Hey there, Jeremy with Bondbyte Inc. and BasicBMS. So we've gone through, we've created customers, we've created quotes, we've created a sales order now. Um, and those are all inherent parts to the program. We needed a system to, manage our financials and stuff for business. But what I was really focused on was creating a system that worked for different businesses, and all businesses are unique. And so that makes this kind of a difficult selling point, or it makes it difficult to explain how that works. Um, but so we created this. So in the case of Acme here, we were going to rent some equipment to Kyle's Concrete, and with that, we had a disclaimer statement, right, about the fuel stuff. So we entered that manually, but we don't want to do that every time. So if we just come over here to quotes, you can see that we have this new quote, and it's a basic quote. Um, so let's say that we want to put that in permanently, so that every new quote mentions that fuel deposit. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to configuration and form templates. So every time we create a new quote, it's using this quote template, right? And so we're going to go in here and we're going to edit this quote template. And now we can see the layout for this quote, right? So it's got these little individual widgets in here. We got the company and the header and a contact picker. And now we have the item list. That's where we were adding things. But then down here we have this generic text area. And so kind of what we want to do is let's add ourselves some generic text there for this fuel deposit policy, right? And so I have some pre-canned text sitting over here on the side. But we're going to go ahead and add this here. And we're going to hit save. So the idea being now that anytime we create a new quote in the future, it's going to have that canned text on it, right? So let's go in here and we'll go to VK Fowler and let's go to quotes. And we're going to create a new quote for VK Fowler, right? And so we have a new basic quote. But when we open this now, you're going to see that that fuel deposit automatically comes in. And so I want to continue to expand on this idea with you guys in some more demo videos. This is just one example of how we create a canned piece of text that gets created with every quote. We have some other components that will allow that text to transcend through the quote process, the sales order process, and the invoice process. There's certain fields we set up, like the terms and stuff that we say, hey, that's going to go from layer to layer. Not now, and so keep in mind, not all businesses require that. We had another construction company that we were doing work for, and they required a pre-statement up here. So it was a paragraph where they spoke to the job. They referred to them as inclusions and exclusions on the project. And so kind of the sky's the limit, the truth is, out of the box, this already does a lot of the financial stuff, but we really need to be able to set this up tailored to each individual business. And so as this sits now, we have construction companies, we have rental companies, as well as we're working on getting a utility company on board with this system now. So this thing adapts to a lot of different business verticals, and I just kind of wanted to start showing you that. I'll show you how to modify some property sheets and some other things here in the future. But for now, that kind of gives you a better idea of why this doesn't look specific to every business, because we spend some time setting this up for your business. So like, follow, subscribe, and do the YouTube stuff. Appreciate it.